about this. I just realized. Like, and this is kind of important. This changes a lot, mainly for stick players. I've seen some really bad arguments when it comes to this new quality of life change. So first we'll watch the whole change, and then we'll talk about it, and then we'll talk about how I feel about it in comparison to other people, because they're very different. So did you guys see that? Did you guys see what happened there? We'll watch it again. It's only 11 seconds, right? We'll watch it again. Oh, that's terrifying. Okay, so first of all, it's super scary. Second of all, why is it super scary? A new quality of life feature is coming with the Rashid update on July 24th. After cancelable normal attacks, simply press medium punch plus medium punch plus medium kick on classic or the drive parry button in modern to perform a drive rush cancel. Not only is this a nice change, this also lets you buffer drive rush a lot easier. This is like the drive rush buffer that a lot of people do. People like buffer drive rush after their jabs, after their standing medium punches, after their crouching medium kicks, things like that. And this quality of life feature, it works out really well. First of all, more for classic than it does for modern, and it also works out really well specifically for stick users. I think the most important change. Wait, what? Everyone in the replies thinking we react to DIs with our pinkies. Get the fuck out. Damn. Yo, Omni plays on stick. Yo, let's go. Anyways, so the main thing here is that right now, currently, when you drive rush, especially when you're trying to buffer drive rush off of a normal, you are double tapping forward, which is not as easy as it looks. Let me be honest with you guys. I have a little baby Ryu. I dabble in Ryu. I'm not like unwell versed when it comes to crouching medium kick drive rush. Yes, DJ doesn't have it, but other characters I play do, like Luke and Ryu. So let me show you guys what the difference would be, right? It's actually really, really different, right? Let me turn off punish counter, because that actually gives you more frames to work with. You see how now I didn't get it immediately because I don't have punish counter? Like it actually changes a lot. Like it's kind of hard to be like OSing that. Like every jab, you're OSing drive rush. Like it seems easy because I'm just doing it, right? Like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just doing standing light kick and drive rush OSing, right? But that is the motion. If I stand back here, that's it right there. But you see what happens when you whiff it? Did you guys see that? Okay, maybe I'm too consistent. Holy shit. Wait, is that actually working? Oh, it is working. Dude, I'm so good. So if you miss it, let me just do it later. There. That's what happens if you do it late. I had to like delay like 4 frames or something. That's so awkward. I was doing it too well. No. Right, but it's a very awkward motion on stick, especially when it comes to like some of the crouching buttons in the game, right? Because you're doing crouching jab and then immediately double tapping forward, or crouching medium kick and immediately tapping forward twice. Right? Like it's a lot harder actually for me to get this as the OS because I'm starting from the down position. Sometimes even the down back position. Now what you're going to be able to do instead is you're going to be able to go down back kick, go to neutral parry. That's going to be it. Look how easy this is. You know, the scary part actually is getting a flash parry. When your jab whiffs, getting a flash parry. That's actually kind of scary. Is this parry up here? No, that's DI. Oh my gosh. They're gonna have to change that buffer, right? It works actually really well off crouching. I mean, off standing light kick. Look. But off... Because there's less active frames. This is 18 active. This is... Wait, what? This is 13. So you have... Just do that really fast. So, like, it's still not going to be easy to be fair. When it comes to jabs, people are assuming that this is gonna be like super easy to do off jabs, which I mean it might be, right? It might be easy to do off jabs compared to previous patch, but it'll be hard enough to do that you won't be worrying about it all the time in neutral as every hit, because the drive gauge is so important that if people are doing this on your block and OSing this, right? If I'm doing this on your block and every time I do it, I'm not even OSing it just on hit, I'm OSing it on block, because who knows? You're doing this usually in a way to catch people pressing buttons. So like if you catch a button while doing this, you get a full combo. If you don't catch a button, you get pressure. I'm +3 there, right? Or I throw you. Or I backdash. I don't know why you would backdash. There's got to be a reason, right? So I could probably set the bot to random and then do this, right? So you see how I still can't actually OS this. Like I don't know when he's gonna hit. Like I guess it's doable. I can see it. I think you could probably, because that's +8, right? And this 8 frame, no, that's 10. Does he have an 8? Oh, he has a 7. Wait, what? I thought that was 8 frame. I mean 7 frame. It is. Yeah, I'm right. I'm right. I'm not an idiot. I don't know why that didn't work. That is kind of good, to be fair. So what people are worried about is how simple it's going to be to drive rush OS every button by just pressing a parry behind it, right? People are so worried that pressing a parry behind a button, what the fuck? That pressing a parry behind a button is going to make the game so so potentially dangerous at the highest level that people are going to be more defensive, right? Because now, if I'm doing this in neutral, I could be parry OSing every single one of these way easier than this. Because the problem is, this is inherently a risk right now, right? People say that this is a risk because if you do it wrong, you get a dash like that. I'm actually pretty good at doing parry OS off standing light kick because it's all fucking DJ Hab, okay? But I don't think that makes for a more enjoyable gameplay experience to say because it's harder, that means you don't have to worry about it as much. I think that that's really stupid because as we get better at the game, people are going to get better at it, and it's already really strong and easy on certain input devices anyway, like Hitbox and like Mixbox, like keyboard, right? The only thing that this truly affects is stick players can't like parry OS every button all the time super easily. I think there was like a Daigo replay that someone watched. No, a Tokido replay that someone watched where he was parry OSing every button that hit and that was whiffed. He was parry OSing behind just in case he stuffed someone trying to press a big button as they were coming in, or stuffed them going for jab, or just landed a stray jab or crouching light punch or standing light kick, things like that like catch people moving around. I think that with the access to it already existing, we shouldn't say, oh no, we make it easy and now everyone can do it. I don't like this. I don't think that it's going to slow the game down. I actually think that it's going to make people have to make more decisions on defense, which I'm cool with because I think defense right now is delay tech. It's this and delay tech. Like I don't think the decision making is super dense on defense right now when you're not in the corner and you're not getting throw looped. Because a lot of times now, buttons, as long as you're not being drive rushed at, push you far enough back that you don't really have to walk back super frequently to create space. You don't always need to. These buttons are big, but they're not so big that after one or two of these, they're still in your face. Like, I have to now inherently take a risk to get in. After I think you can do two of them. My bad. Is that a combo? Wait, what is this? Oh, it's +5. My bad. It's only +5. I think it's this. There we go. I'm dumb. I'm just an idiot. No problem. I think that this is a nice quality of life change. It helps stick players a lot, and it helps pad players who don't want to destroy their fucking hands doing drive rush combos. Drive rush is such a cool and unique mechanic when it comes to Street Fighter. People say that it like ruins neutral play, but I think the big thing is you could just change it so that it doesn't freeze the screen all the time. That's a real big problem, is that it screen freezes. That's super dastardly. If that didn't happen, I don't think that this would be nearly as impactful in neutral. And I think the gameplay implications of having potentially people accidentally flash parrying as a punishment for missing parry OS timing is fine. I guess I need to check something first before I say that. What happens if I set DJ to standing jab after I jab and I miss a parry drive rush? A new parry drive rush. What happens? I just parry, right? I didn't set him to on, did I? Yeah, I didn't set him to on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just parry. That's not even that bad. I still have to parry with intentionality for that to happen. That's funny. Sorry, I had to test that. You can't parry there. That's funny. I didn't know that. Huh. So you have to commit. Yeah, it seems pretty bad. Because you're just getting a parry. Like, people say, oh, I have to do it faster. Yeah, you're just getting a parry. If you miss that... Wait, this is... -8? What the... No, it's not. He's pressing jab. What is this? How minus is this? -4. Oh, it is punishable, though. Cool. Good to know. Yeah, that's what happens if you miss the parry OS now. And what people are saying is, if you miss the parry OS now, you get punished. And you should be punished because you're missing your OS. It's an option select. If the input reader wasn't so fucky, you probably wouldn't miss it anyway. Let's be real here. Let's just be fucking for real. Why are we wanting people to be punished for missing an option select that isn't really that hard to do? It's not hard to do. It's just sometimes you don't get it because the game doesn't have a good input reader system. And you would say, oh, well, it's a skill check because forward isn't easy to do for everyone. No, it's not easy to do on every controller. If you asked me to do this exact same thing on keyboard, dude, I could absolutely... I don't know what my punches are. Dog. Don't... Be fucking for real right now. Be fucking for real right now. Be fucking for real right now. It's just the control type of stick being behind compared to pad and compared to leverless, right? Keyboard and hitbox and mixbox, all of those different kinds of leverless devices. Now, what I will say is, I think this new input system really favors everyone. Like, it really helps everyone, but it mostly favors pad and stick players because double tapping, even with your thumb on like a controller, that's kind of a hard input to be constantly doing, and it's very taxing and stressful on your hands. And then same thing on an arcade stick there. I don't really like it. I didn't like it from the beginning. I thought it was very awkward. And I was like, oh, well, they should add a dash macro to the game. And Street Fighter players were pissed. So I think that this was probably, like when I said that, Street Fighter players like yelled at me. I think that this is actually, it's hard to DR cancel on my circle gate technique. Use your D-pad for it. But regardless, I think that this technique really helps solve that problem of the game not having a dash macro, because maybe Street Fighter shouldn't have a dash macro. It's probably the right thing to do to not give this kind of a game a dash macro, but still allowing you to have easy access to those FADC style combos. Like, missing this sucks too. See, you see me doing it and I'm just doing it slightly too late, so I'm not getting the parry. So I don't get parry drive rush. Like, if you do it too late, you just get the dash. See? And that gets you punished. Like, do we want that too? Do we want people just getting punished because they missed their parry drive rush? No, right? Like, you want people to be able to do the things that they know what they're doing on, that they've practiced. We are humans, and we will not be perfect on everything. But it's always good to know that the game systems are on your side when it comes to tech and when it comes to developing a solid game plan. There's nothing wrong with having kind of some training wheels when it comes to things like that. Now, ParryOS specifically, which, do I still have him on Attack Back? I do. ParryOS specifically is, a little strong. It's a little strong, you know. I won't say that it's something that I like because you're spinning 4 bars of drive gauge. I mean, 3 bars of drive gauge, sure, right? But you're not inherently getting disincentivized to just do it a lot other than the fact that you could burn out. Because there's not a lot of ways to play through it around other than just doing drive reversal, which I don't know if I ever showed you guys what happens when you try to drive reversal, which means maybe they just need a buff drive reversal, teehee smile. If you try to drive reversal someone doing this, let me show you what happens. I'm bad. Oh, that was supposed to be, it's not letting me get it. Hold on. If I see your DI, I mean your DR, your driver, unfortunately for some reason that's not working. I don't know if level 1 works. I'm trying to try level 1. Hello, game? Game? Yeah, level 1 doesn't work. Your only option is level 3. So if your character has like a level 3 that you can't do this with, maybe your character's worse. Right? But a lot of characters just smoke this shit. Well, okay, so it works depending on how much you delay it. So that means the later you react, the better. So you're actually waiting around for it to happen. I can show you with Ken, with Mr. Masters here. I could also do it with DJ, I guess. So, I mean, if they're going to make ParryOS better, they might want to make the defensive option that beats Drive Rush better. I should say Drive ParryOS, right? Because that's basically what this is. Let me show you guys what happens when Mr. Masters does this. Oh, is it? What is it? Oh, it's punch. Okay, my bad. Ryu brain. Oh, I didn't get the next one. What the fuck? Oh, if you do it later, you get the full animation. Would you look at that? That's what happens when you try to DR. When you try to drive reversal there, look at how much gauge you get smoked for. You already spent 2. Then you got hit with that for punish counter, which took 1 more. Look what you end up at. You end up at like 1 1/4 for trying to stuff someone's 3-bar conversion. Oops, I messed up. We're trying to stuff someone's 3-bar conversion. It's not hard to see either. Like, I see it starting up, and then I'm level 3. The problem is you have to be inputting that and then change your mind and be like, oh, I can throw. Oh, I can jab. And the input buffer holds it for a while, so, I mean, maybe you won't always be able to be ready for it, but is there... Okay, can we set it to random? And it already gets smoked by just jab, look. It already gets smoked. That sucks. Yeah, you can't do both things. I was trying to OS it. Oh god. How long do you have? Yeah, I mean, it looks like you have a long time, which makes it even stronger than I think. Damn, I can't buffer it properly. I don't know why I'm missing it now. There we go. I'm not getting the EX one either. Ooh, hey, that's cool. But yeah, so there's going to be pros and cons to it, but I think overall it's a nice quality of life change for saving the hands from sure destruction if otherwise we didn't have this. Because look how simple and clean that input looks now. Crouching medium kick. Drive parry. Standing medium. Spinning mixer. I think that's mixer, right? Is that spinning mixer? Look at that. That looked super easy. And then in classic, same deal. What was that? Standing medium punch. Parry. heavy punch, and then whatever this is. Is that Eagle Spike? Yeah, that's Eagle Spike. Also, that fucking corner carry was insane. Did you guys see that shit? That's mid-screen, bro. That's mid-screen 3 hits. What the fuck? I guess it's 3 hits, 3 bars. Funny win, man. I hope that they look at more of the drive system and more of the inputs that maybe give people problems and figure out if they can solve them, right? Like, I heard people saying that light kick plus medium punch should give DI, right? Because that's way easier to do. Yeah, I can watch it before we head out. So, like, people say light kick plus medium punch should give you DI because it's easier to do than reaching over here with your pinky, which, as like a stick player, I agree. Like, I see a DI and I don't think this. Like, with my pinky, I think this and try to react by moving my fingers over. Now, that's 100% input, bro. That's a skill issue, bro. Like, just play on a different controller, I guess. But it'd be nice to just have those kinds of quality of life features. That's why I'm a big fan of crouching medium kick into parry, giving me drive rush. Because then it really reminds me in that way of RC, right? Because that's what you do with RC, right? Is you just press 2 buttons after, or 3 buttons, and you get an RC. So you can, like, RCOS a bunch of stuff. And maybe that's not the best for Street Fighter, but it's the best for, like, a system like Drive Rush. It kind of makes sense. There's no reason for it to just arbitrarily be hard. Wait, how do you run? Oh. What's emergency stop? Oh, is it kick? Oh, emergency stop's kick. Okay, so it'd be minus 12? Can you EX run? Nope. Does he have like a plus frame button? This is minus 2? No one of these characters fucking juiced. Jesus, fuck this guy. I hope he dies IRL.